As much as toddlers are very lovely human beings, most of the time these babies are always so fuzzy and all, like they're crazy, they want attention and all. So today I'm here to share with you a very personal journey with my daughter, and I also want to share with you how, like, I really want to share with you why toddlers do have fussy moods and why they are always so much to handle, and how also to just navigate around them, because it's a lot. I'm going to share with you the tips that we've been trying and they have been helping, trust you me. So just see. So if you're new here, just thank you for tuning in. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always stopping by. I really do appreciate. So kindly subscribe if you've not. Let's just talk about this. Yeah. And I'm really hoping to hear your insights on this, because I know I'm not alone in this. It's just crazy. A lot of us will just know until it's crazy. So let's just talk about it. Well, my toddler is 3 years, heading to 4 years. It's been quite a good journey, but as a first time mom, there's a lot of things that I really didn't get to learn early, and I just got to learn them through the way. And one of them is really handling toddlers, getting to understand them and just journeying with them. Yeah. And creating a place where we can exist in peace and harmony, because they are crazy at some point. So let me share with you why they are always crazy, if I may say that word. Why they are a lot, why they are always all over. One of the reason is these kids are trying to just exist. They want you to feel they exist. They want to own the place, like they are navigating the place. So it's a lot. You can imagine you in a new place and you're trying to maneuver around, you're trying to know people, you're trying to understand things. It's going to be crazy a little bit unless you have somebody to guide you through, right? So yeah, that is the position that they're in. That's why they're always so much. Another thing, it's because they're developing. Yeah, they are in their developing era, and therefore while you develop, there is a lot you ought to understand, and sometimes to them factoring that out is a lot, and they find other ways to just demonstrate it or show it to you. They don't show it directly, but it is always demonstrated with being fussy, being drawing tantrums and all. Yeah. So yeah, another thing that will tell you why toddlers are a lot to handle is that because at that particular point there's a lot going on with their body. They are trying to get to another level to understand new things, like uh, maneuvering around. Maybe that particular point you've introduced some routine, maybe that particular point you've introduced something new, maybe at that particular point some may be teething and all, and it's so much, they find it so crazy. Especially mine, I give an example of mine, where she does have a younger sibling, and she feels like all the attention goes to him, and so she fights to have that attention, like she feels she's not part of it. So she always draws tantrums so that you can just find a way to connect with her. So if that is the case, then they are born to have a lot, to be a lot. They are born to be so much fuzzy and all. Okay, something else that really makes toddlers to be something else is communication. You realize by this particular point their communication is not fluent verbally, and also they're trying to express themselves. This is the point that they find a way. They are trying to express themselves, maybe hungry, hurt, or something. Though sometimes they really do exaggerate. This is a lot to them because they feel you're not understanding them. They feel they want to say something, but they just don't know how to say it, and so they end up maybe crying, throwing tantrums, throwing toys, being crazy, like just crying and all. So the moment you understand that it's going to be really easy for you. Able to just try you yourself. Then there are circumstances where you always want to explain yourself better, but you just don't know how to make your point so that people can understand you better. So imagine this little human being once is in that position for like a year plus. It's crazy, right? So just be mindful. Just be mindful. Yeah, that is why they are always crazy. They feel you don't understand them, so that's why they draw tantrums. And I think that might be making your toddler to be way crazy. Their social emotional development. This is the point that they are getting to know better how they feel, they how to connect. I'll give an example of my daughter. We thought she was an introvert, which we still think she is an introvert. She is really finding it hard to connect with her friends, and she's gone to school, so it's coming back. This is the point where she's now at the peak of connecting with her friends. She can at least go out and play, talk to the friends, but it was not like that. Like when she was 2, it was not like that. But when she's a toddler right now, she's trying to bond with them, trying to play with them, trying to connect better with us. And it's crazy a lot sometimes because she feels people don't understand her. She feels she doesn't understand every other person. She feels she doesn't know how to tell us some things, and it's crazy. Sometimes she just cries, and sometimes she just draws tantrums, sometimes she just frowns at us, but we do understand that. Yeah, so sometimes social emotional development can be crazy even for adults, but for us we can find a way around it. For toddlers it's crazy, and that's why they are like that. It takes time. That's what I'm trying to say. It takes time. Something else that might be making a toddler crazy is their sensory development. Let me try to explain. This is the point where sometimes toddlers tend to be overwhelmed with sensory adjustment and all, maybe noise, shouting, and you'll tend to know that they are not silent people. They are crazy. They tend to throw things, scream and all, and it's overwhelming because they don't understand why it's just too calm. They don't understand why people are shouting. They don't understand why people are just making noise. Yeah, and sometimes when the situation is very unfamiliar to them, that's what I'm trying to say, to create a barrier where they can exist. That's why they fight back with noise, screaming, and also, yeah, try to understand them. So let me tell you how we've been handling ours, because it's been a journey, but we are almost there. I'm saying we are almost there because we're not perfect. We try to do this every now and then so that it can work for us and for her. Also, the school has been helping a lot, and we're happy. Yeah, so it takes time. One thing we've been doing is responding with empathy. As much as you sometimes they do something and you want to just spank them so hard, just respond with empathy. Yeah, just listen to them and respond with empathy. Be empathetic. Try to understand them. Try to go where they are going. Try to be at their level, and you'll see that it does make sense actually to them. Something else we've been doing is trying to really listen a lot. Sometimes just listen and you'll find out a lot about them actually. Listen to them more often, listen to what they are saying, and value what they're saying at some point. And it will really be a good journey. You'll find at least some balance in between their existence and yours. And then something else we've been doing, establishing routines. We've been really establishing routines, and a realistic one. Establish a realistic routine. By realistic, I mean just don't go over the internet and Google a routine and try push it on your kid. Make sure whatever you're going to create actually does work. It goes with what you guys always do, and also make sure it's not a crazy routine so that it changes everything that they always do. I try to insert a picture here of what we've been doing, and at least she does know that at a particular point I should be doing this and this and this. She's not all over like she always was. Yeah, establishing a routine really did help. Also, we have income at every given point. You really have to be calm, because if you're not calm, you're going to lose it. Try find a way you can be meditating. Meditating really helps you calming. You have to be calm, otherwise you'll be spanking them every now and then. Try to find a way you can meet, especially when they do something, you can remain calm and make a solution out of that. Also, seek support from the people around you. Don't do it alone. Let people who are around you get to help you with them. Let the people who are around you get to support you with the journey, because it's going to be a long stretch, but with time it really does help, so that at least they know. Then use soothing techniques. I mean, you can get them a teddy bear, you can just teach them how to breathe, that everybody knows. You can cuddle with them so that they just feel comforted, they feel they exist, they feel they belong. Therefore, they can't be crazy every other time. Trust me, it does work. Even with us adults, it does work, right? Get them a teddy bear whereby when they feel really crazy, they feel they are so angry, they can hug, they can talk. Or you can create a corner whereby you tell them, if you feel lonely, hungry, and all, just go to that corner, hug your dolly, go look at something, and just it will help you. Also, you can create what is it called? You can create self assurance stuff, like 5 words. Like if they feel down, they tell themselves, I'm beautiful, I'm loved, well, like something like that. Just let them know that they are loved, they are beautiful, they are special. Yeah, create those self assurance things, and it's going to help them even as they grow up. They have self assured themselves, therefore, they don't even need assurance from any other person. Yeah, and make them believe that they actually are those things. This really is helping us. Trust you me, once you tell her, you're beautiful, you are my princess, and I love you, the smile is always on her face, and it has really helped us out. This goes without saying, be an understanding parent. You all want an understanding person beside you. So you can imagine this person depends on you and you're not understanding. Like every other time they talk to you, you tend to say something else, you shout or do something else. They're going to be drawn more apart, and it's going to bring more tension between you. And trust me, they're going to be dramatic. You're not going to like it. Yeah, so be an understanding part. Just understand them. Sometimes what they do actually is what they should be doing. Sometimes what they say is actually what they should be saying. So understand them. Understand that they are babies at first. Don't take them as big people, and that don't assume that they should be understanding doing 1 2 3. No, understand and be a good parent. And then also be patient. Patient pays. We all know that patient pays. This is not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time before they get there, because even after I'm sharing with you, as much as it's working, if we don't continue with all these things, it's going to go sideways, right? So be patient with that kid, be patient with her journey or his journey, and it's going to work out. And if all this doesn't work out, seek professional support. Yeah, go out there, seek professional support, get to know where all that is coming from, because sometimes it's much extra even after you try all these things and it's not going to work. Just try seek professional support if it doesn't work, but I'm praying and hoping you don't get there. Yeah, it's every parent's wish to have happy kids, happy family, and happy environment. Yeah, so yeah, with that being said, thank you for watching till this point. Give me your views on this also, because I know I'm not alone, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.